Hey friends!
Hello.
Hi everyone. Hello.
Hello. Welcome to another Flickerverse full of show spoilers.
But not very many
What a-
flickers today.
No.
I mean, the whole show is one big flicker, so I mean,
Fair enough.
It is. But we love our flickers. So, how are y'all doing after this eventful week?
I'm just reading boners in chat. I'm wondering what is Dobie about.
Oh, hi, boners. I mean, I am a bone specialist, so I don't know. And yes, of course, happy belated Goatbrother Day.
Thank you all so much.
Did you have a good name day?
A quiet one. With a nice dinner at our favorite restaurant. Wait, no. Okay. Got it.
Well prepared.
Tried some but most of the time of the day was really relaxed and quiet. So yeah, it was nice.
Nice.
I mean, you don't need to have a full blown rave every birthday. It's nice to just,
Save it for every second birthday.
I think I had my last big party maybe 15 years ago.
I don't think I've ever been to a rave.
Neither have been I.
Wow, one of my friends, we were out shopping together, and he wanted to buy what do you call them? Sort of like the gym bag, but it's only like 2 pieces of fabric and a string. It's like a gym pack thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, why do you need we don't have gym anymore. Is that what? It's not a gym bag. It's for raves. Come on. You should know this. It's like, you wear those when you go raving. I'm like, okay. Drawstring, yeah.
A drawstring bag.
Yeah.
You don't have a rave bag?
Sorry, I didn't. Yeah, he thought I was super uncool.
In good old Germany, it's called Turnbeutel, which is practically gym bag or sports bag. But when you were little, then you had those.
Yeah, I mean, everyone had them for gym class in Sweden, at least.
Yeah.
I think I had one with a Star Wars print or something. I mean, I've had several, but I never took him to a rave.
Because you have never been to
Missed
a rave.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, Nils seems to know his stuff, so next time in Norway. Agi, you've been off work for some days.
I have been, and I'm off work for the whole week. So I've been doing a lot of fun stuff. Fun for me in my experience. So I've been watching the Paris 2025 chess freestyle tournament. I watched Magnus Carlsen win. That was glorious. I love me some freestyle chess. I suck horribly at chess. I can't play but I love watching proficient people play. that was fun.
You played me
And I've also been
like
doing
twice.
Yeah. So when
And
I
I
say
have
I
no
suck,
idea.
you can't even play. And I've also been doing a lot of work around the house. I've been trying to repaint the whole house in a nice brown color. So now we have a green roof and a brown house. So it looks like a tree in the forest. So it blends in. It's great for when the Russians arrive, I guess. I don't know.
Roger, are your goats dogs having a rave in the background?
Yeah, it seems so.
Goat dogs.
Seems like one of their beloved enemies passed by the house.
The raving goat dogs of Germany. Yeah, you've been really
to Androl.
Happy name day, Androl. Friday. April people.
Yeah, I've been busy. It's been fun. Loving it. I love not working and still getting paid.
Your I think your sound is a little bit wonky, Aggie, or just.
I think yours is as well.
Okay.
A bit robotic at times.
Yeah.
Might be our connection.
Okay. Might just be poor internet at the moment, but I hope you can hear us and don't get too annoyed with us. Dobby. Only if he consents to it. Right. Should we?
To whom should he send nudes? That wasn't specified. You could send nudes to, I don't know, someone or no one, and
someone who wants
nudes.
them.
You can send them downstairs.
No, I'm just. Yeah, Dovey is asking for nudes from Androl. Right. So we had some.
Speaking of nudes.
We had some fun memes. This was from Omar from what series? Alana and her arrows.
Yeah. She was properly pierced.
Yeah.
Completely penetrated.
Yeah.
With
and that was definitely without consent.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was a little bit bothered by how many times she was like near death. I get that they need to take out the Chandler to make it a more like even fight, whatever. But
yeah, we discussed this and thought that it was too much AoE, and that we spiced up the Aes Sedai a lot. So had you said this, that had the Green Aja been more of a battle Aja, wherein you don't use weapons, you have like single target spells, that would have been easier to keep her in the shot. But with all those hail of arrows, AoE stuff that just massacres everything in its path, it's too difficult to have a realistic battle with that.
Yeah, because I mean, you could have a lot. We just have Alana arrive to the battle a little bit late when like the Trollocs are already in between all the people, and more have her, be like close combat magic.
Yeah.
Like she did with Liandrin when they were the Black Aja in episode 1. So more like these close combat weaves, and not just have the whole.
I mean, it was impressive though, but
Yes.
It was impressive. I like that scene.
But
That
it was
good...
just one big.
Yeah, I mean, you can still have that scene, have her maybe
And
a
then-
little bit tired from that, but have her. I mean, spoilers for maybe future and for books. They don't have traveling yet, so you could have had her taken her time to actually get back to, or get to the next fight without just having her need to be saved one more time. I don't know. I mean, it's a small thing, but it's like, okay.
What I really liked about that, I've watched Aisha Wilson, yes, I think yes, reaction to that, and while her weaves were forming in the air, she went, "Oh, was that a mandala? That's sweet." Because to me, pretty much how it's described in books, most of the wheels are mandalas.
Yeah, I think we had. Let's see if I can find that picture. There we go. Just a second. That one.
Yeah, and while the circular part was spinning, and then there were white threads moving out of that circular yellow spinning part. And that part, she said, "Oh, that's a mandala," and I found it real neat that she picked that up, because it's practically what channeling is. It's creating mandalas with threads of the one power. At least to me, it's before the show aired. I think the stuff Marvel did with Doctor Strange magic was pretty much how I envision channeling always. It's like weaving something like they do by Dovey, by the way. Then that having an effect or causing an effect on the world.
Nice. I never thought of it like that. It's more like, loomy for me. But mandala, that's really cool. And I love the Doctor Strange magic. It looks really good.
That was pretty practically my headcanon for how channeling in the Wheel of Time works, or how it would look to a channeler, what you would see, but in multicolor, because you have different colored threads.
Nice. So we discussed this last week, Aggie. Do you picture the weaves in your head, because you don't really picture people, you picture environments? Have you pictured how the weaves would look?
Have I? It's been a while since I read the books, and I've seen almost 3 seasons of a show. So that's the problem with me. Reading books, I do get mental pictures of things, of course, but when I see something, that instantly becomes what my brain envisions.
Yeah.
So I don't remember if I had previously envisioned. I don't know, but now I envision it like it's shown on screen. So it easily replaces my own brain. I don't know.
Fair enough. While we're looking through Instagram, we had some more. This is from the Wheel of Time account, the official account, just like the tapestry of episode 7.
There's the 4-legged one again.
Yeah. A little dog patrol. Like I like the 4-legged ones. I was not that impressed with the CGI for that one, chasing Aram in the forest. It felt a little bit wonky to me.
Yeah.
It was a cool scene, and I loved how Daryl McCormack, like his acting is brilliant. But yeah, the CGI I felt wasn't perfect there.
I think I don't think it was perfect because everything else looks so good. So by contrast, it looks a bit off because everything else is super crisp, and the VFX team has been on point really with all of the things, and that scene just hit home in that way because it wasn't perfect.
I mean, it's still like really good CGI for a TV show, but I always find it. I have never seen a show or movie do like four-legged furry beasts in a way that I find convincing. There's always something that feels slightly off, so it's not like just a Wheel of Time critique. It's just in general, I think that's really hard to pull off.
Yeah, and it's a small critique on the otherwise fantastic looking show.
Yeah, I mean we're nitpicking here.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, we are.
Because I think they look better when there's no CG. If you just see like the costumes and everything, it looks fantastic. So, sorry, Roger, go on.
Yeah, I don't think we will get Dark Hounds from now on. I think we're past that point.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that not Dark Hounds, but the thing because this episode is not a 10 out of 10 for me. I missed some more. I know we already spent some time in the Two Rivers, but I really wanted Wolf Dream, Wolves, just some more. Less fighting and more just interpersonal relationships, and I was hoping for the Wolf Dream, so I was a bit disappointed in that. But
in the books, did the wolves join the Battle of Two Rivers?
No, it was only like
I
mean, they were in the Wolf. It's the whole Slayer, Lord Luke.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And speaking of Lord Luke, oh shit, I
think the first battle where the wolves are involved is Dumai's Wells in the books.
Yeah, if you don't count the white cloaks, but that's not really.
Yeah, that's not the battle. That's apparently Lord Luke died.
I mean, we didn't see anything on screen, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, just because he took an arrow to the chest doesn't mean he's dead. We've learned this from Alana.
Yeah.
Got better. I think it would be weird to, and full book spoilers now. It would be weird to introduce Lord Luke and just having him be like a bit of an annoying guy in the background. It's like, and Perrin going, "Oh, Lord of what?"
Yeah, he
and
was
then just
in.
Him off
He was in
off screen.
How many? 3 or 4 scenes?
Yeah, I mean, why even have him there if you're just gonna have him come in, be a little bit douchey, and then just kill him off screen? It feels. I mean, they could potentially just cut that whole plot, but that it feels why.
Yeah, and because you gotta give parents something to do for the last battle.
I mean, Slayer is his main antagonist.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wolfies and stuff. So I'm still hoping we get some sort of wolf dream stuff in episode 8 tomorrow. That's still my hope. And that we get something from Lord Luke to make us know that he's actually an important character, and that his story will continue as well. But yeah, he looks a bit roughed up here.
He's fine.
He's fine.
I like the caption. Ouch.
And I mean, let's say that he...
Sorry.
No, continue.
I saw a question from Light Planet Fool about Shadow Spawn when we discussed Dark Hounds, asking if we were going to see a new one, and saying that what about Greyman, because that's not a Shadow Spawn according to Light Planet Fool. I think we talked about this. Was it last week or the week before that? That Greyman are actually counted as Shadow Spawn. They're creatures of the Dark One, because they have, even though they're not constructs, they start out as men, but they've given their souls to the Dark One, and that's when they get their abilities. So they're creatures of the Dark One, but not in the exact same way as, for instance, Trollocs or other Shadow Spawn, but they're still considered Shadow Spawn.
Yeah, I think at least according to the wiki page for Wheel of Time. So
yeah, and
yeah, exactly. Like,
yeah.
Where were we?
So I don't think we get any more Shadow Spawn.
Not this season.
In one interview, Rave said that they had a Drakkar written into the scripts for season 1, season 2, and season 3. And the VFX team was always like, seriously, dude, you want to spend that much money just for one scene, for one creature? So I think the only Shadow Spawn we will get will be Greyman, because they're very cheap to have in the show.
Yeah.
Trollocs, Murderer, Fates, and the really bigger and more exciting threat by now are the Forsaken. So why do you want to have Darkhounds?
I mean, until we get more like wolf dream stuff, at least.
Yeah.
And they're not really that necessary for.
No, none of them is really plot necessary. They're just nice fill-ins to fill the tapestry. I would love to see every Shadow Spawn, every creature that's in the book. I want to see armies of Ogier. But if I have to choose, do I want 1 or 2 scenes with a Drakkar and Darkhounds, or do I get Chaunching creatures like the Raken? Then I'll take the Raken.
Also, save all that VFX budget for the Finns.
Yeah. Which might be
I'm so excited for the
next
Finns.
episode. They should be next episode.
And Raken, and Golem. But speaking of not so much VFX, but like prosthetics and just the makeup department and all of that, we absolutely do need to shout out our loyal
Yeah.
Oh, loyal.
I was
That
not
was-
expecting that.
That was a bitter pill to swallow.
Yeah.
But
But-
was this the controversial thing that Rafe talked about in London?
I'm pretty sure.
That was one thing, but he also said something about a Forsaken, if I'm not that in some but I might have
Right. Okay, I get it. I get it now. So the plot twist in episode 8 is that Loyal returns as a Forsaken. You heard it here first.
Yes. He is now Moradin.
I mean, I get it. It makes sense. It is very surely cost and time effective to put Hamed in these prosthetics and get him ready to shoot. And except from battling to save the undrawn army short before the last battle and for the fields of Valor, there isn't really much stuff he's doing in the books.
No, he's just
He's a cool
always
character.
around, like
Yeah. And I'm not saying that was my biggest gripe with the episode, losing Loyal.
Yeah.
But I understand why they did it. He was liked by so many show watchers. It is an effective death, and
yeah, it hit hard. It
And-
really did.
he went out a hero, and hero of the Horn.
Yes, with the Hero of the Horn.
I'm pretty
Music.
sure we will see him again when they blow the horn the next time.
So you think he really died? Is that what you think?
Yeah, and I mean Hamed, from what he wrote in his
Yeah, it was his Instagram post
It
was
feels like he's
definitely
saying
a goodbye. Yeah, and they said so in episode 7, season 1. If you step over this bridge, you will fall into an endless void.
Yeah.
I still believe he's pulling a Gandalf on us. He'll return in season whatever as Loyal the White and with all the new fancy loot because he killed a horde of Trollocs and looted everything. He's got so much XP right now. Overflowing.
He comes back
that's what I
as
believe.
Elder Loyal.
Elder Loyal, yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to see that, but I'm not counting on that, sadly.
Great Oaken Club plus 20. Smashing bonus.
Yeah, I know this has split the fandom a little bit, and I also heard people, I don't remember who it was, but saying that they don't want him to become a hero of the Horn because that would, if everyone can just like do something brave and become a hero of that, and that we shouldn't like cheapen deaths by having everyone return all the time in different ways. So
Yeah.
like making his sacrifice mean something. I don't know.
Yeah, seriously, I want him to be dead with this decision. I don't want a cheap fake out death.
No, like
One time
it's
you
already
have to
been
be serious. Yeah, too much. Too many. One time you have to be serious about it.
it's like I hate it, but I don't want everyone to just like, oh no, I actually just fell and sprained my ankle for a bit, and then I climbed out of this exploded like waygate from some other direction. I don't know. No, I mean, we can't. The show can't make death seem insignificant because then
What's the point at all?
But yeah, I did not see it coming, and I was like, no. That was like my first reaction. It's like, no, this is not.
Yeah.
He just fell to the platform underneath, and he'll just walk to the next gateway and come out in a steading. Gateway, wait. But no.
But he had a cool hammer though.
Yeah, and I thought at first that, but he needs to get back so Perrin can get the hammer. And I was like, oh no, Perrin already has another hammer. So that was like, right, no, of course Royal makes it.
He's not dead. He's the one writing the story. Yeah, I believe in Loyal. He's the one writing the book that we're reading, right? He's writing the story. Without Loyal, no story.
That's true. All the legends die with Loyal.
Is a bunch of illiterate farmers going to write the story? No, we need Loyal.
No. Like, what is he just gonna hang out with the golem eventually?
and the other Aiel that tripped from the platform.
Yeah. There's just gonna be a group of people just like falling.
Playing cards.
Oh, we were discussing this in the Malkier Talks Discord, and I had to share the meme or the gift of from Thor, the second Thor movie. Yeah, with Loki falling and just like, I've been falling for 30 minutes.
Yes,
but with like 30 years or something instead. And yeah, so many people assume Uno became a hero to Horn just for standing up to Shanshan. But no, he was already one before. So he was already tied to them. Yeah, exactly. Loyal isn't dead. He's just falling forever.
Until
Yeah.
And dies of thirst.
He's also already feeling a bit like missing the... That's also... It's such a horrible death for him.
Yeah.
So technically you could save him with a really long rope, and you shoot an arrow down next to him. So the arrow eventually catches up to him, right? Brilliant.
I think they really need to. But we don't know how is there like, is it infinite in the ways? Is it like,
or do you fall in a loop?
Yeah, is it like curved space time? Is time? I mean, time is relative. Is time the same for Loyal when he's falling as for like what's going on outside? Is he dropped into a black hole? And yeah, does he just like... I mean, Jordan loves his circularity, so maybe he just like keeps going around and around.
The borders of the realm of the waygate, the short ways, is just a big slide.
Exactly. It's a Schrodinger's rogue here.
Perfect. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Schrodinger's
Yeah.
gear. Okay, so I mean, we talked about some like dislikes or whatever. Well, what was your Goatbrother? What was your highlight from episode 7?
Definitely Fael. Talking some sense into Perrin and giving him advice. And what I really liked was when Perrin went full on berserker mode with hammer and axe, and he said to her, stay behind me, and she said, stop trying to protect me, and he said, kill the ones I missed. That smile on her face. She was so horny. She was so horny that moment.
That was also one of my favorites.
And then she was just like jumping onto the troll and like step. I know. I told you, Aggie. If you've seen Haspin Hotel, there's like this little demon chick who just goes like step, and she's fucking cute. And I was like, that's fine.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude. Noel's not dead. He's fine.
Yeah, he's or Schrodinger's Ogier. But yeah, I was like, oh, there's another picture.
And what I really liked was when everything was done and she pulled his face down on his beard to kiss him.
Mm-hmm.
That was so on point.
He's gonna need a bit of a longer beard because she was like, just got the more Aggie length, you know. You have a very pullable beard.
Yep.
It's been longer though. When you used to have it in a braid.
Yeah. Those were the days.
Dreadlocks and Viking braid. Can you imagine, people? Some of you have seen.
That was in the Age of Legends.
Yeah. Yes. Aggie's Age of Legends look. My favorite scene, I think, which is so hilarious, was Priyanka or Alana calling Maxim a bitch. And the whole we finally got the big snack moment that Taylor talked about. That was fun. I laughed wholeheartedly at that. Their whole dynamic is just wonderful.
Yeah, there were so many great moments despite the bitter pill of Lloyd's Schrödinger moment. The singing of Weep for My Netherin.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
And we got Will RC.
Yes, that as well.
They really captured the chaos of battle and the fearsomeness of the Trollocs. When they started singing, you feel like they're super powerful and we can do this. And they all went super silent as soon as the Trollocs arrived. Oh shit, this is real. That was good. And we also, last episode, critiqued. Had we seen like a spoiler? Had we seen a short clip about the arrows knocking, holding, and pulling, all that? I think they actually did it quite well. They launched in volleys, but it was really quick, right? So knock your arrows, shoot your arrows, more like instructing farmers to perform, like do it. Come on, do it. So it was. I think it was done in a good way.
And I loved how Maxim was just like about the arrows, and Senbui was like, "Oh, give me a 2 rivers longbow and I'll show you," and they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he acknowledged that. He said 2 rivers
Yeah.
bows indeed during the battle. And what I really liked was after Alana's hailstorm, she's gonna be insufferable now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let's see if we.
I do like where they're going with the 2 rivers channelers. Like, we found them, and Maxim says, "Well, yeah, you were right." And the absolute, like the last sequence with Alana was her telling the kids, "You can't do this because you're destined to do this instead. We need more something else." I think that opened the door to something really cool in the future. I don't know what, but they can take it away with that.
I saw a theory flying around on Blue Sky that they will get rid of Solidar and make the Rebel Aes Sedai camp in the 2 rivers.
Yeah, that could work. Absolutely.
Be interesting.
Is the 2 rivers burned down now, like in the actual location?
The set is gone again.
The set is gone.
The set is gone. Okay.
Yeah. That's
so we need to rebuild it again, right?
Yeah. That's where Koala and I think Ash and a few others went there and picked up the spikes that were on the barricades.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So no, and I'm not returning this. I have to make a new one. It's an interesting theory.
I think by the end of everything, they need to leave 2 rivers as a place. Leave it standing.
Yeah. Make it a theme park or something.
Yeah.
That would be
2 rivers amusement park.
You can, you can shoot 2 rivers longbows. You can whack a troll, tip some goats.
Honey cakes.
Be fun. Honey cakes, and apparently lots of tasty turnips.
And one fig.
Did I freeze or did you?
You froze for a second, but you're back.
I only hear robots right now.
Yeah.
You're back. Yeah, everything's okay. Your video froze for a second.
Whose? Mine or yours?
Are you back, Aggie?
To me, I can see you both, and you both are moving, and Agi's sound is a bit robotic, but you're fine.
Okay, you sound a bit.
We'll
you both sound a bit robotic to me. So. Sorry, I can't.
Yeah, we're having
I think
some
our
issues.
internet connection might be a bit wonky. Now, I think you unfroze at least for me. We say something, Aggie. Maybe. Yeah.
Hello.
We might be good again.
We might be back. Okay.
Might just be a little bubble of evil.
Yeah.
A small bubble.
Randland amusement park. Yeah, that would be good. And it would be perfect to have it in the 2 rivers. Keep the set.
Okay, nothing notice anything, so it might just be between us and StreamYard then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Might be a StreamYard issue, yeah.
Oh well.
Might be our internet. I don't know. Oh, what's
Uh,
next?
this is a little bit annoying, but we haven't talked about the shite cloaks. Aggie, what are your feelings about how Farron handled or the Two Rivers handled the white cloaks and some burning of them?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Taste of their own medicine and something.
I kind of liked it in a way because Perrin is fighting with himself, and that's obvious with the axe and the hammer, and also with the tinkers. And he's getting the nod of approval from what's her face. That he is. That you need to set a good precedent yourself. If no one stops the violence, then it never stops because someone needs to be the one to do it.
From
So
Isla.
I think that sets a really good precedent for Perrin's character.
Yeah.
And we need more of that in the world. So I really appreciated that he did not kill Fane. And we know Fane has a bigger role to play later on, so that was good as well. And it was also a really good way and a clever way to end the chaos, because then he would just say, well, withdraw everything. And I really, really enjoyed hearing Fane talk, the Trolloc, the guttural black speech, or is that what they call it?
Yes.
The Trolloc.
Trolloc time.
That was
That's
cool.
the show.
I love that. Trolloc time, yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah.
So I actually like that.
We're not in Lord of the Rings.
So
wasn't it called Blackspeed? Or is that Lord of the Rings? What did they call it?
No, it's just Trolloc tongue
in the show.
Yeah.
But the
the sound
subtitles.
is off for me again.
One
The
question.
caption in the show said something.
Trolloc tongue.
Yeah.
The caption
Did he say
says
Trolloc tongue? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
You're thinking of Rings of Power. Yeah.
Okay. My bad. I have told.
Okay. Are we all on the same page that Dane is pulling a deal which he never accepted?
I did not hear what you said.
My sound is going in and out. I'm sorry.
No problem. After the battle, when Dane reappears in the Two Rivers and wants Perrin to come with him as he promised, he never accepted Perrin's deal, so he's calling a deal that he never accepted. When they first meet, he says, "We will finish a few what the Trollocs don't." Then they come to join because then it's suddenly the right thing to do. We know Fane got them there, and then he wants Perrin.
Yeah, it's a bit of a gray area there. I mean, they did help, but not in the.
They also made it worse in the first place.
Yeah. So.
Come on, let me light your house on fire so that I can extinguish it.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. There we go. I think this was better.
Shitty internet.
Yeah, and the cat. You getting cat cam? You don't have. Come here, Buddha. There. Meow. There we go. Now, and Matt is sleeping over there, so now the whole family is gathered. Let's see. Yeah, serving as a Trojan horse. I'm trying to find another Altaran.
I still do not hear Goatbrother's questions. I don't know what we're talking about.
The DL between Dane and.
Oh, right.
Well,
I
mean, they didn't really hold up their part of the bargain, the White Cloaks. I mean, they helped, but only after, being making the whole situation much, much worse.
Yeah.
Oh, because of Fane, but then again.
But then Perrin also made a deal with Fane.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end.
Good at making deals, getting shit done. Fast forwarding to the end of that plotline, Dane is going to take a lad's role.
Yeah, but I wonder how we are going out with that. How this will end, because he actually did what they are saying, what he did.
Yeah, and it's not just like two White Cloaks attacking him and Egwene and have it being more self-defense. It's, taking an axe and just rough.
Ooh, I like Nils' suggestion here. That is, that works. I like that.
Interesting. Yeah, and I'm also like, how are they gonna solve this in one episode when we also need to have Al-Qaidal and we need to have some sort of Moggy battle, we need the Finns.
We're going to have a really long episode.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be like 3 hours or something.
Yeah.
Do you think that's the reason episode 7 was just 60 minutes?
So we can have really
80 minutes, 90 minutes last episode. I don't know.
No, I think the last one is 68.
Okay.
That's short.
Yeah, it's not that. I think there was no episode longer than 70 minutes.
71, I think.
Oh,
but that's also including like.
Yeah, there's a lot to cover for the last. We haven't gone back to the White Tower. The old Elida Sword thing is
we also
still up in the air. There is the Threefold Land. We have the Two Rivers. We have Tanchico. We have Matt probably going to the Finns. Something happening between Moraine and Moggy. Lanfear, sorry.
Nils thinks it's all Tanchico and the Aiel.
I think we're going to end the whole season with a lot of loose ends.
Yeah. Because it's like forcing season 4 because, it can't just end like this. No plot lines.
Well, to be fair, I don't think Amazon gives a shit about an open ending if they want to cut the money. But on the other hand, I'm pretty positive there's so much great critique about this season. I stumbled over a blog post by Winter is Coming, which is a Game of Thrones centric community, and they ranked all 4 at the moment active fantasy shows. They ranked Rings of Power on 4, The Witcher on 3, House of the Dragon on 2, and Wheel of Time on the top.
Yeah, I saw that.
They would be pretty. they would be pretty stupid shooting more money into Rings of Power with a way worse performance than having our, in comparison, cheap show with a better performance and cutting us.
Yeah.
They should keep both running and give the Rings of Power a bit more time to find its its footing. Yeah.
I absolutely agree with you. But the world is a one fucked up place at the moment, so who knows what people are thinking.
I mean, popular shows have been cancelled before.
Yeah.
But no, I'm gonna be positive and hopeful until someone says actually gives it a thumbs down. So I'm just assuming we're gonna get a season 4.
I saw a theory for the last scene being the Shanshin arriving in Tanchiko.
I don't think so. I don't like that. I want the Matt Finn finale. That's what I want. Matt hanging.
Nice. Commented on Hiltred's cliffhanger. We need the redstone door frame hanger. You can just end there.
Yeah.
Leave us hanging with Matt.
And the Finns.
We'll see. Or I think we need to get the Sean Shen threat back. Absolutely. Not leave them out of the show for too long.
Yeah.
But we already ended season
1
with the Jean-Jean.
Yeah.
So I would feel like, are we doing this again? I mean, for the show only watchers, we need something new to keep them hooked. I don't mind bringing the Jean-Jean back, but not as the finale.
Sharon Spank Tank.
The Spank Tank engine.
Yeah. I would like to have them maybe reappear during season 4, or maybe even beginning of season 5.
Oh, what if we end on some mushroom time thing and start the whole Ashamon plot line for an ending? Black Tower.
Yeah, but Rand is still in the waste.
Yeah, but just like the Red Aja with Tsutama catching up to mushroom time or something.
That's what you're talking about. Yeah.
So because his name has been thrown around this season quite a lot.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're building something there.
Yeah.
The expectations are quite high for tomorrow, I think.
Yeah.
As long as I get my Finn, then
I haven't watched the teaser.
I haven't either.
I've seen like 1.5 seconds maybe, and then like no. I saw still. I think.
I only have seen the faces of Critter and Rob in their reactions to, because I think Meg and Jen dared him to watch the preview.
Oh, okay.
And he gave in, and they seemed pretty hyped. And
like, I mean, the split second that I watched was like, like, no, you have to wait.
Tomorrow at 9, is it?
For us, yeah. Should be 9 a.m. I'm like, but I usually wake up at like 5:30. Come on, 9 a.m. That's late. We have to drive to our Easter celebration afterwards. So it's like, no, we need to watch the episode first, and then we can go to our friends and family. Like, important shit first, then Got the day off in Sweden. No, it's Friday and Monday we have off in Sweden, but I took an extra day because it's
same here. It's Friday and Monday.
Yeah, this is a season finale, and also we're visiting friends later that day. Just felt nice to have 5 days off work after just it's been a year.
It's been a long year.
It's been a long year, and it's only April.
Yeah.
Nels is officially on Easter holiday. We should just move to Norway and have so much more time off.
Should we though?
Yeah. What's wrong with Norway?
It's too much north.
I didn't say we have to move to like where Nils lives.
Yeah.
Norway isn't. It's just like.
Yeah, but from where we are right now, Norway's more north. All parts of Norway. Sorry, Niels, I don't want to move to Norway. I'm staying here. If anything, I'm moving south.
Yeah, then you can move to Bavaria.
Yeah.
They
My
have the
grandma
most.
can almost see Norway.
Yeah.
Come on, it's not far.
It's far enough.
She could hear the Nazis during World War II from her house. Come on, it's not that far.
Damn Southerners.
Right. No, that completely off topic, but yes. We're looking forward to tomorrow.
Yes.
What else? Goatbrother is, of course, we haven't talked about nearly everything that happened in that episode, but any other takeaways or chat? Do you have something that you want us to discuss?
Valda is dead.
Yes.
Payback's a bitch. And I saw someone commenting whether he had something, a talisman or something like Matt has his Foxhead medallion, because in the first season, Eggy couldn't really hurt him with channeling.
I think that was just her failing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the girl's now lighting the floor on fire, and then they don't light him on fire directly. It's because they set the ground on fire on which he's standing on.
And there's so much chemicals just to keep that white sheen on everything, so it just like
right. Yeah.
Poor Valda. He was a good character in the show. He was a good character for the show.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the
actor was
Abdul Salis, right?
He was I don't know, but he was amazing. I loved him. Love to hate him.
Yeah, and Natty will be missed forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a well-deserved death. Definitely.
What I really liked as well was Matt the bladder blower and the sheep tutor.
I mean, the twins they're wonderful. They're hilarious. Yeah. And they're also like really cute and sweet on Instagram, and like their mom was also in there like thanking people for the nice comments about their daughters, and yeah, seems like a nice family, and that like the whole cast and crew have been having a blast just shooting the whole 2 Rivers. And So yeah, lots of good acting, and Marcus really stepped up in this episode. I mean, his acting has been brilliant, but this was definitely his episode.
Yeah.
I mean, say whatever you want about like what happened, other things in the episode, but Marcus was definitely a 10 out of 10 for me, at least.
Yeah, I think when I put the books out of my head, it was a really great episode. I think the biggest problem again is that we read the books and now Loyal is a part of the whole story, and he writes. It is assumed that he writes the book that we are reading.
Yeah.
But for a show episode, I think it's still very high up there.
Yeah, I think it's fine to make changes like that. I think my biggest gripe is also something you can't really do anything about. It's too rushed. Everything is too quick. It's happening at a too high pace for me. I want longer episodes, more of everything, because this could have been stretched out more. We could have seen this and this, and yeah, it's all rushed to me. I want more of it. That is my biggest concern with the show. My biggest gripe. I always want more.
Yeah, for me as well. And like I was talking about before, I just wanted more time with the characters, because like although big battle scenes are really cool, it's not really what attracts me to a show. It's the story, it's the personal, it's the interactions between the characters and all of that. So I just wanted more of that. I just wanted to spend more time with the characters.
Yeah.
So, but it's because my initial reaction was like, oh, this was maybe my least favorite episode of the season. All have been great, but still of many great episodes, still my least favorite. But I think I just need to rewatch it and just see it from a different perspective.
Yeah, something weird happened to my brain, because after 3 seasons of the show, I still get the feeling, like now with Loyal, that I don't like that. Then watching 1-2 reactions of show onlys who react very differently than I do, puts into perspective, and I get way easier with cutting stuff.
Yeah.
If you would cut Oliver or Talmanus next week, if it's benefits the show, go ahead.
Yeah. So like that's why we just need to like rewatch it, and like, oh, okay, because it usually feels better after rewatch if there's something that annoyed you, or that you is like, this didn't happen the way I imagined it, or felt like it was supposed to happen. So yeah. So everyone, go rewatch and get super hyped for tomorrow. It's only a few hours away, and then it will be over for a while.
For a while, yeah.
But everyone should buy the tickets for Malkier Con and come and join us in Prague in August, because that will be fun. Right, we start rounding things off a bit. You have any final thoughts, Aggie, about episode 7, about tomorrow, anything else?
As long as I get really, really good fins tomorrow, so we can start building our cosplay for Malkier Con. Yeah, for some reason that's a secret. I don't know.
It's not a secret. I've been dying to make a Finn cosplay of some sort, so I just wanted to. Nice, Dana Lou. So yeah. Oh, there's been so much cosplay inspiration this season, so I can't wait to see what everyone is gonna come up with. And you have JordanCon, or are you're gonna make it to JordanCon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be flying next week, Thursday early morning.
Wednesday.
Thursday
Okay.
morning. Yeah.
So you might still be up for a show on Wednesday.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. To review episode 8.
I've got time for that.
Yeah. I hope you get to see a lot of lovely faces at JordanCon, and you need to just like consensually hug everyone from us.
I will.
Oh, costume. Yeah, Sharon. Oh, there's been so many interviews and stuff going on as well. We haven't had time to talk about that, or I haven't even had time to watch much of that. But yeah, go join Dusty Wheel for all the interviews and stuff. And Dragon Mount, I think, have had some as well. Live.
The talkies have some.
Yeah.
John did get some interviews.
Yeah.
And
I think it'll be like live as well. Zenobia Kloppers is going to be on Dragon Mount's rewatch. I don't remember the dates, but they posted about that. Yeah, exactly. The live stuff.
Have you seen the post by Taylor on Instagram? Or was it? I think it was Instagram. Or his story.
Which one?
He and Priyanka went to be interviewed by What Up John.
Oh yeah.
And it was meant to be only 10 to 50 minutes, and it went to 40.
Yes, I'm. It's on my watch list.
Yeah. There's too much at the moment. Too much to watch.
Yeah, and I've been home late from work, like every day this week and the week before. So I was like, well, okay, watch this later. But now we have 5 more days of off work, so it's going to be some time to catch up on things. Okay, Monday for Dragon Mount. Thank you, Dana Lou. Right, but yeah, get some sleep, and then only a few hours until we get to see the final episode of season 3. Hopefully, go out with some sort of bang or some Aludra fireworks,
and hopefully soon renewal for season 4.
Yeah.
There is gonna be some sort of hashtag campaign going on Friday, right? With the renew want.
Yeah.
So go retweet, skeet, share, whatever on all platforms once that gets going. So
wouldn't it be amazing if Prime Video would pull a Marvel and have Matt hanging at the doorway, and then Matt Cawthon will return in season 4 of the Wheel of Time, like they did with the first Avengers solo characters, and before the first Avengers movie. So let's manifest.
Yeah, exactly. A post-credit scene with that. It's going like squeak, squeak, squeak. Okay, but I think this is it for tonight, at least. So sleep well and wake, everyone, and we'll see you on the other side of the way gates, or whatever portal stone, or whatever your mode of transportation.
Portal stone is the one for us.
Yeah.
Are you going to click that button or the outro first?
No, I'm going to click this button.
Oh shit! They've redone the thing.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
Look, there's a new
cool.
button.
I haven't seen this before.
There's a new button.
It's behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah. Should I click it now?
Yeah, click it. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.